just went off on my game.
We may be far, but our hearts are connected. Blood circulate, even water can't wreck it. We're fun, sexy, intelligent, a little crazy. We all seem to make it look easy. Come join us and have a good time. The family bloodline. The family bloodline. The family bloodline. The family bloodline.
Oh.
What's going on, fam?
You know how sometimes you have involuntary movements with your hands. My damn fingers is just like, do it again. Oh, mercy.
Your hand was on autopilot.
Right. Oh,
It
my
was on
goodness.
autopilot. Like,
Oh, what's happening, family? Welcome back.
Welcome,
We're going to wait
welcome.
for
what's
everybody to
going
get on in here.
on?
Oh
Golly,
man,
Oh
you
my
saying
god.
you ain't got the shakes over there, do you?
no, cuz it just.
Oh, okay. I'm making sure you ain't over there. Just
No, I don't know what
Oh
happened. I really don't know what
Jesus.
happened. I don't know if it's because I had my
Mm.
forearm on my chair wrong or what got
You
into me.
know
It was
what?
a
You was holding
spirit.
that other nerve. That nerve was
Yeah,
like, nope, 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 nope.
yeah, but that motherfucker hit automatically. Like, do it again, man. Just bless the people one more time. Dang,
oh, man.
Oh my
that was
greatness.
weird. Let me take another whiff of this, hit of
That was
this, because maybe
funny.
that'll relax my body.
Yeah,
Relax
maybe
my
get the
body.
nerves out. There we go.
Oh
A
my
little wine.
greatness.
Little wine to be fine. So, welcome everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. We see you
What's
moving
up,
in. Y'all come on
everybody?
in. We gonna do our normal checkup and check in, see how everybody been
Shimon,
doing.
we.
See how everybody's week been going. Why? Let's
You want to kick it off
start with
one?
you. How you going?
Week has been cool. I woke up kind of a weird mood this morning. Not exactly sure why. I just didn't like nobody or nothing this morning. But I know, right? I just woke up in the mood. I still don't feel like I like nobody or anything at the moment. But I'm here. We're here. And other than that, the week's been good. Have no complaints. Just work.
No complaints?
No, not really. I could complain, but I'll save it for later.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay. All right, I got you. I got you. What about you, Dirk?
Me, been chilling. Last couple days I've been off work. That's been a blessing actually in disguise. So I ain't have to be outside in this 7 degree temperature, So that's been a blessing these last couple days.
Yeah,
And
don't
then
look like that. Think you don't look like that. You don't know. So don't look like that.
Did you say 7?
that's a
Absolutely.
high.
Like,
Feel
like,
like feel
like
like 3 degrees. What they say. They don't tell you the real temperature. They give you
only 7 of them things?
that many.
Yep, not even a whole 10 digits.
I ain't even playing around. I can't even do that with the world right now. That ain't okay no more.
Wednesday it went from 47 down to 18 degrees within
Hmm.
like 8 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. I went to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was 47 degrees. I got off at 2 o'clock. It was 20 degrees, I think. But with the wind and everything, it said it felt like 15. You know what I'm saying outside, and then
That's how
it kept dropping.
that's how
Yep.
people end up getting
With
pneumonia.
the V.
So Kiana just getting over pneumonia. You know what I'm saying? We've been dealing with that in our household. We all had to go get COVID tests and everything because she had a surgery coming up, and so she was unable to have her surgery because she tested positive, but the rest of the count was negative. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that
So
crazy how that worked?
it's messed up. So she been isolated in one part of the house. And you know what I'm saying? And you know, and we've been doing it. The rest of the fam, I've been having to hold down what I'm saying, the little village around here.
Oh, that's nice that you was able to hold it down. Because when I had the vid, I still did everything around here.
That's like y'all was living on the goddamn edge. Like,
I cooked every meal. I cleaned every room in the house. I did all the laundry until I was the only one to get corona.
yeah, I live in like straight up on the edge. Like it's whatever with the Rona.
Man,
We gonna power
nobody
through.
cared. Nobody cared.
I would have cared. I've been like, oh no, cuz.
Nobody cared.
You can't do we can't do it like that. We
Yeah,
can't
so
do it.
yeah,
They
that's what's
heat a
going
kill
on
it.
in my world.
The heat gonna kill the Rona. You can go ahead and cook that meal. The heat gonna kill it. We gonna kiss
Yeah.
it up to God.
Montel's just gonna make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and be good.
Nah.
See, say smoke more weed.
Huh?
See, some say smoke more weed. You know,
I saw that article. I saw that article. I put it on my personal page, as a matter of fact.
uh,
That so it's not the THC aspect of cannabis that it's supposed to protect or what's been clinically shown. It's the CBD aspect of things that are supposed to help prevent.
And they just trying to keep selling that mess.
No, man. This was a
Trying to
scientific
sell that
article.
diet weed. Yes,
I
they is.
hey, it took me
Trying to
for a loop
sell
because I was
trying to
like,
sell weed light. Nobody wants that.
hey,
so
I looked at it and was like, oh, the federal government needs to make a move.
yeah, so I saw cases where like the CBD like they got it for different aspects of for like nauseous, for people that get nauseous all the time. Look, and it was a bunch of cancer patients that was taking a CBD, the nauseous for it, and they were able to eat. You know what I'm saying? They were able to
Yeah.
consume. So yeah, I know the oil. I know people that use it for rubbing on their elbows and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It is. Me personally ain't never tried the oils or nothing, but I didn't
All
read
I'm
up on before they
saying,
work.
all I'm saying is that it works. The CBD for different things, for joint pain, so on and so forth. It works.
Hmm.
Hey, MC, what's happening?
What up,
That
fam?
CBD stuff. I'm not saying that I
What's
I
up,
use it, but I'm not saying
everybody?
that I ain't. All I'm
Yeah,
saying is that it
read up on.
works. It works. So yeah. But
What's
if
been
that's
up
the
with
Y'all
you
can
this
smoke
week,
that
kid?
diet weed if y'all want to.
Ralph, what's up? Welcome back, cuzzo.
What up, Ralph?
Um, so this
Hey,
weekend,
everybody.
it's always so I had a lot going on last week and into this weekend. My woman was out here hanging out with me. She came out for a week, had a blast, and then she stayed through the weekend. And I had my kids, so I had my kids and my woman hanging out, chilling, good times. Eddie was happening, and then Monday we had to drive down to
Hey, brother.
to so everybody could go home. And then came back, I drove back, and I was in my house by myself a damn again, and I was like,
Right.
now this feels weird. I don't know how to take this. So other than that, it's been all right. I got to work this weekend. That comes with the territory. But after I did all of my calculations, I did figure out that I've only got about a year and a half left in the Army, and I can retire when it's all
So,
said and done.
what's
So
your thoughts? Well, we'll talk about that. You know what I'm saying, at a later date. Get your thoughts
yeah,
on it because
man,
you know what I'm
I'm
saying.
I'm so ready, so
I
ready.
heard
I've been doing this for way too long. It's time to go.
you saying that now.
No, I'm gonna say that later
Right.
too.
He gonna get
I'm gonna say that later too.
until you get
I,
home, then you start learning how to knit
I
and
no,
making
I've
and
look.
crochet toilet tissue doilies.
I'll be okay with all that. I'll
Right.
even try and start doing some research to beat COVID. But
Mhm.
I'm just tired. I'm tired of doing anyway. I'm
Yeah.
happy that
My
I've had
brother gave me a recipe to some magic soup, and I think that killed some COVID.
I'm happy I've had a long career so far. And I'm just looking forward to the day where I ain't gotta report no more. So it'll be a good day.
Well,
It'll be a good day.
congratulations, cousin.
That's
Right
what's up.
on. So let's get ready to kick some things off here. We got a lot happening in sports. We
All
got a
right.
lot happening around the world in sports. We got people in fatal car accidents in LA, but our topic is going to be our topic is going to be The NFL playoffs. I know that was random as hell, right?
What just happened?
Yeah,
You're
I'm like,
right.
what?
But this is what we're talking about right now.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun-dun,
yeah.
dun-dun-dun.
Hey, is that sound copywritten? Don't be doing that.
Hey, that's NFL LVI. The Super Bowl LVI. That's so funny.
What
You
up,
know what
Alley Boy?
else? I am not very
What's the Roman numerals for that?
real well read with numerals. Hey Al, I go up to about two X's, three X's, but I get lost after a while. I'm not well versed in Roman numerals. I just
Once you
stop
get to
running
that,
them after a while.
Ain't
once
it
you get to
like
10, the X, I'm done.
40?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. I know the V is 5 and the 1 is that's 6. If the V is in front of the 1, that's 6, I do believe. If the I is in front of the V, that's 4, if I'm not mistaken.
that's
So I
correct.
think the L is, so I'm guessing it's 46. Is it Super Bowl 46?
Sure.
Okay.
I hate y'all so much right now.
Sure. I
Oh
usually
my damn. Somebody look that up. What number?
I usually just wait until they say it in the
Goddamn,
announcement during
somebody
the
help
Super
us out.
Bowl.
What Super Bowl are we
Oh
on?
my god, I hated
Hold
her.
on, give me a second. Let me
Come
see
on,
if I can
Egg.
look it up real
Where
quick.
Egg at? Egg
Which
around for tell us.
which Super Bowl are we on? That's this. They do us
Oh
kind
my
of like
god.
women
I
do us
feel real public school right now.
with babies. See, that's golly. It don't even show it right there.
Nah, don't keep with them
Oh my god.
the numerals, yeah.
Type in what is LVI in Roman numerals on Google. Somebody
Yeah, I'm
look it
so
up.
finna do that. I'm finna do it. Give me a
Oh my
second.
god, this is so funny.
See,
47. See, I was close.
see,
I was close. I
look
said
at look at
46.
the
It's
comments. Look at the
47.
comments, y'all. We
Okay.
got
56,
47,
56,
56.
47.
See, so you better be
So we
right.
ain't by ourselves on this. It is.
Okay.
I
Up,
do
Eddie
have the
said it's
answer.
50.
I do have the answer according to Google.
Is it 56?
It is 56.
Uh-huh.
The
All
answer
right.
is 56. So
See, I
thank
was
you,
close.
Google. Thank you for
I was
checking.
close.
Martin
I was closer than both of y'all.
Martin was right. Eddie was thinking still. He think.
I mean,
So
I don't even know what the L would stand for in
that's it. It's
in the Roman
It's
language
50. The
for
L is
5.
50.
I got it, but Jesus jumped up.
Uh,
Why not? Again, that's just like
mm.
women be doing us with trimesters. Like, how old is your baby? Oh,
Oh
my
Lord.
baby's about 1,023 days old. Motherfucker, what?
72 weeks.
72 weeks and stuff. Weeks.
Like, nah, that ain't how the rest of the world do
It's
things.
48 months old. My baby is 48 months.
Yeah, like,
Oh, she is 48
nah.
months, y'all.
Martin
That's
say the L is the 5.
She 50, she
yeah, I get
56
the L
months
is the
along.
5, but I'm trying to think of what the actual word how to pronounce it. That's all. So anyway,
Right on. We appreciate y'all for that.
Lord.
Well, give
thank
us
you
our
all.
thoughts on some of the games. We got the
This
Bengals
one
and the
got some
Titans.
grits.
Let me put it
We got,
back up. I'm gonna put it back up.
yeah, we got the Bengals and the Titans. We got the
Mm,
49ers at the Packers. The Rams versus the Buccaneers. And we got the Bills at the Chiefs.
I don't care. I hope the Rams lose.
Hope the Rams lose. This gonna be another matchup. They got
I
up
pray
in
to
week
God. I
three,
hope they lose.
and the Rams beat the Rams won 34-24.
yeah, but who is they playing again?
Brady and the Buccaneers.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
weren't playing nobody.
Oh my
Oh, so
goodness.
they gonna lose.
They they the defending champ. They won the Super Bowl
Yeah,
last year.
yeah.
So
I'm just
so
talking.
yeah. So yeah,
I'm just tired of
it-
Brady.
I don't like the Rams anymore. So
it's just hard to
meh.
bet
Me
against
either.
Brady. Yeah, yeah. I found myself a new around fan because I like Matt Stafford. I like a lot of the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? Odell Beckham out there again. They got Von Miller. They just picked up Von Miller from the Broncos. You know, so he over there doing nasty things on that defensive line, and it's man, they solid. They solid.
I give him that, but I've moved over to the Chiefs, and if it ain't Chief and I ain't speaking.
I know why you moved over to the Chiefs.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
all do.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Well,
because
that ain't why I went to the Chiefs. See,
yeah,
ain't why I went to the Chiefs.
Yes, it is.
it's cool.
No,
It's cool.
man,
Dude.
Yes,
All
it
right.
is.
I went to the Chiefs because
Um,
that's the
um,
only it's the last I was reading the comment. I was reading Mike's comment
Ooh,
no, it's
because
cool.
ooh.
it's the only Missouri team. So
Uh-huh.
gotta support the home team. It's the only Missouri team we got now.
That ain't
I
the
got,
home team. We don't
I
It
have
got
a
you.
home
is. It
team.
is the home team.
He's talking
Kansas
Missouri.
City
Wise.
Chiefs. It's Missouri.
We've been
No.
having that. We've been having that I-70 bowl for years
Everybody
from the
knows that
Rams
St.
and
Louis is not
KC.
really a part of Missouri. We our own city, state.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we like
Bill,
Miami to
oh,
Florida.
oh, Eddie
We
say
are
Bills
all
Rams in the
alone.
Super Bowl. Oh,
Uh,
so you got the Bills knocking the
No.
Chiefs off then. Eddie
I'm
say
finna
Bills Rams in Super Bowl.
Eddie about to get blocked.
Don't you block my brother. Don't you block my brother.
Yeah.
Don't you come
I
in here
knew you was
talking
gonna
like
say,
that,
don't you
Eddie?
block my brother.
Don't
Hey,
you
but
come in here like
Oh my
That Bills
God.
team is solid though.
they
They
are.
they are solid on both ends of the ball. You know what I'm saying?
The Bills ain't been that solid since they had Don Beebe on their squad back in the 90s.
James Lawson, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Thurman Thomas, since they had them boys, yeah. Then
It's
on the
been a
other side, they
minute.
had Bruce Smith, Cornelius Bennett. Yeah, that was our days of
Yep.
football. We was
Right.
in Great Front Yard thinking, I'm your man Los. We was
Yep.
squaring up. I'm Don BB. I'm,
Yep.
now,
Yep. Yep.
yeah. That was the days, man.
Yeah. So they are legit. The Bills
Hmm.
are legit right now. They're a strong, solid team, but
Absolutely.
you know,
All of that.
I'm still gonna favor the
You
Chiefs.
can't count out the Bengals or the Titans. Don't need Derrick Henry coming back. Yeah, like look at Martell, like Tennessee coming back. Because I mean Derrick Henry's coming back this week. He fractured his foot. You know what I'm saying? Like in week 8 or 9, and he was leading rushing then, and he still finished in like the top 8 in rushing. You know what I'm saying? He sat
Yeah.
out the last 8 games of the season. So they solid, man. Hey, it's gonna be some good ball on this Saturday. Let's see, Saturday at 12, no, 3:30, we got the Bengals and the Titans. And at 7:15, we got the 49ers and Packers. Sunday, 2 o'clock, we got the Rams and the Buccaneers. And Sunday night game will be the Bills and the Chiefs. So got some good ball on this week.
It's gonna be happening.
Whew.
I'm gonna be watching as I work.
Let's pick the 4 games.
Don't be getting in trouble.
Who y'all got in the Cincinnati Bengal and the Tennessee Titan game?
Hold on, let me pull the roster back up so we can all see.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now you said what now? I'm gonna go first. Now who going first?
And that Tennessee Titan and the Cincinnati Bengal game. That's the
You
first
can't
game.
you
Huh?
can't be
Let me
picking this
see.
shit just off of color, Wanda.
Yes, I am. I do it every year.
That's exactly what she finna do.
Let
All
me
right, so
see.
who you got? Who you
I'm
got with
gonna
the Titans?
go Bengals.
I'll go
Bengals.
Bengals.
Okay, I'm going with the Oilers, better known as the Tennessee Titans now.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll with the Titans as well.
Yeah,
Because the
I'm a
Bengals
Okay.
knocked out my Raiders last week, so no love for them. I want to see them fall.
Ah,
okay.
got you.
All right.
Okay.
All
So
right,
what's
and
next?
then we got the 49ers and the Packers.
Packers. I can't stand the
49ers.
49ers.
49ers
Ooh,
and Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with the Packers also.
Yeah.
ooh.
I've been out. I've
Got
been
some
out
be
here
the
for a
lone
minute.
wolf. I think I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
Ooh.
The
Okay.
49ers will always disappoint you.
Okay.
All you
It's
got to
hard to
do is
get.
give them time.
Yeah,
Anybody writing down our picks
it's
because
hard to
Oh,
it's
I want to
hard to
be.
go against
hold up.
Aaron Rodgers. It's hard to bet against Aaron Rodgers.
All
Let
right,
me see.
Wanda. So we said for the Titans and the Bengals, Dirt and I was with
It's
Titans,
Yep.
Yeah,
And I had the
and Wanda
Bengals.
was for the Bengals,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then for the 49ers and the Packers. Who'd you say,
I got the
Wanda?
Packers. Packers.
Okay. Me and Wanda went with the Packers. Dirt going with the 49ers.
I'm gonna take the 49ers.
All right.
All right. So next is what the Chiefs and the Bills.
Chiefs.
Uh, we
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Chiefs on that one.
Okay. Chiefs and Bills. Who you got,
Dirt,
Dirt?
you pick already?
I'm taking the Bills.
Ah, the Crusher.
Of course, because I picked the Chiefs.
The
Because,
Crusher.
because my house divided it. Kiana a Chiefs fan in my household. I got to deal with her in the division as a Raider fan. So yep,
All right.
Bills.
Oh Lord.
And then Bucks and
Of course,
Rams.
I'm going with the Bucks.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
I'm going with the Bucks because I don't want the Rams to win.
I don't like the Rams, but I hate the Bucks quarterback more so. So I'm going with the Rams.
Your hate for Brady is that strong?
That's strong.
I'm feeling really confident because my brother picked a lot of the ones that I picked. So I'm feeling pretty confident right now.
Well, I ain't betting this week. A lot of my games are out of hate. So
Yeah, my distaste for Brady is just that strong. Dang. 49ers won against
yeah,
well, that's Dallas against Dallas.
they beat them down though.
Yeah, they did them dirty, kind of like the Chiefs did. Damn, who they just knock off?
Who?
The
The
Chiefs?
49ers?
No, they knocked the
The
49ers off.
Chiefs. No, the Chiefs just beat the
They beat the brakes off of Steelers.
that's Steelers. Yeah, they did. They beat up a big man and sent them
I mean,
home.
they did them boys so bad. It was bad. It was bad. I
He said it was just bad.
How it
yeah,
was.
It was just bad.
I started making catfish and spaghetti. I stopped watching the game because it was that
Oh
bad.
Lord.
It was horrible.
Mm,
So
mm.
Martell say the 49ers barely won against Dallas. But they had the last second comeback. They won by a touchdown, but that game was determined from Jump Street pretty much.
mm,
We see
I guess
Martell.
a win is a win, though, right? A
A
it
win
win
is
is
a
is.
win.
at the end of the day, yes, correct.
But again,
A win is a win.
just like anything, I don't think I don't think they're gonna allow two good things to happen twice. So they're gonna lose the next round. Uh,
Mm.
but it was the
I feel like
Cowboys
it's gonna
too.
be whoever comes out and play harder, and that's normally the ones that look the best in their uniform. So, with that being said, all the ones that I picked
We'll see
are gonna
because
win.
Brady ain't never the one that's playing the hardest. He's just the one that paid the refs the most.
Brady
So
don't get
Huh?
touched though. Brady don't get hit, so he got all day to do what he want to do.
yeah,
And that-
I strongly
But the
dislike that guy.
But that's what I'm saying. The Rams defense got enough pressure to man. They got. That's why I was speaking of Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Ramsey. They got some guys that'll get back there. And they, you know what I'm saying? They did it in week 3, but week 3 is a whole different story though. But then, like I
Mm.
say, in that week 3, the Rams didn't have none of them players that I spoke about. Well, OBJ. They didn't have OBJ, and they didn't have Von Miller at the time. So they picked up some great addition in free agency. So should be
Agreed.
Mm.
interesting.
Agreed.
Should be interesting.
See.
Well, all right.
It's
We'll
coming.
see. We'll see.
It's coming. It's coming. That's for sure.
Our picks
Who
in,
the heck is
so
a 7th
Yep.
seed?
I wrote them down. Here's the papers. God is my witness, and we're
All
gonna keep
right.
track. We'll keep giving updates as we progress to see who actually is the winningest in our picks.
Yes, it's a race.
And
I hope I
yeah,
win.
it's a race. We should have done some type of a pool, but it's a little bit too late now. It's a little bit too late. If I hit that cash,
Yeah, it's all right.
yeah, it's good.
so,
It's good. That, that's what's
What do you
happening in
say?
sports. But while
Oh,
we're figuring out everything that's happening in sports and seeing
all
how
right.
things are
I'm
good,
excited.
let's move to the question of the day. And it's not one of our new topics. It's going to be something that we've talked about fairly frequently for the weeks. Like, what has you fucked up this week?
you heard.
Where do you find this stuff?
Good job.
What has you effed up this week? I tell you what,
Well,
whoever's in that porta john right there, I know it got them effed up. They finna be effed up for life.
boy,
Absolutely. Oh my
blue
God. I be
water.
throwing up all over
Oh,
myself.
that ain't never going
Oh my
away.
God.
That
And you
stuff.
better hope.
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness! You better hope the guy in front of you didn't have
Just
no
hope it
bubble
was a
gum.
fresh one and nobody used it
That
Mhm.
still won't feel good.
But I can tell you what got me effed up this week.
What you
yet.
got,
Man,
cuz?
No, it still won't.
so
Go ahead,
you,
cousin.
you know it's been cold here in the loop, so the tire pressure get a little low. So your boy gon' I got about 10 gas stations in my vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Go to one, pull up at the air pump, boom, hop out. It's broke. I mean, the whole nozzle, everything. It's gone. No big deal. I still got a little time. I left a little early. Boom. Straight to the next one. Is broke. What are the people in the loop doing with these air pumps, the air nozzles? I don't know what is going on that I can't fill up my tire in the morning. I finally went and got a
Oh my
new
God.
tire, but it was still to the point. Like I say, 10 gas stations in the vicinity and only three out of the five. So I finally get to one. That mug was froze so I had to pull out my lighter and what I'm saying, unthaw it. I'm like, yeah, oh, cause I got issues with tires. It's
Okay.
always that passenger tire too, that front. And nobody ride with me. Nobody ride with me. The twins, I got two car seats in the back of the car. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ride with me. The passenger car tire always messed up. Anywho, that's what got me effed up this week.
I
People in St.
Oh
Louis just do
God.
something. I don't know what they doing with. I don't know if they eating them or if they. I don't know what's going on. They just. I don't know what's going on.
They eating the nozzles.
I I agree with Eddie on this. Costco got some pretty good. No, you know what? That's just for battery charges. That ain't even for compressors. So I can't even plug them like that.
There you go, a new investment. I might have to invest with. Damn, Mike.
Yeah, I was finna throw
Wow,
that up. You had ooh,
Oh,
like right.
wow.
oh my God.
You had to get dude off the toilet, and then
In
he
church.
furthers it.
Oh my God.
This is called trauma. That's trauma.
My God.
Golly. Hold on, I didn't mean to
Mm.
click on yours, Eddie, but I mean, that happened, huh? I don't even know if I would. Shit, that's tough.
Mm.
I mean, it ain't
What
funny. Like
kind of karma did this man have to die on a toilet in church?
that's some Elvis Presley shit.
He must have been doing the first lady. It had to
What?
be because that is some
Golly!
bad karma. That is some
Oh my
bad karma
god!
right
You
there,
know the first
baby.
lady wasn't doing him. But anywho,
Right,
Well,
cuz you
we'll know
still gonna
next
put a
week when he
vengeance
get her
on
off the
that.
toilet. We'll know next week
Good
when he get her off the
god!
toilet in the church. So,
oh my goodness.
jeez,
Oh my
whiz.
goodness. Hey, that was hella funny.
Oh my
Okay,
greatness.
the first lady is what caused it. Maybe I don't know, but
Man,
she's
man.
a suspect at this point.
I can't top that. I have nothing this week. I have nothing.
I mean, I can't top that either. But
Yeah,
Jesus,
MC, I think you
I have
just
nothing. I have nothing.
because you
Oh
probably even
my
broke the internet. If
word.
I leave that comment up long enough, you're gonna break the internet with that.
Oh my God.
Just
I'm
so
going from
everybody's tracking, just so everybody knows what we're talking about right here.
Ooh, greatness.
pour me up another drink.
A follow up.
So I got a couple of questions. I do. I have a few questions. So
Ooh.
I'm guessing he was sitting down.
That's a good
I hope
question.
he, I hope he went at the urinal just, you hear me?
I mean, he could have, had his whole hand up on the
He
urinal.
would have collapsed. He would have broke the urinal.
I mean, what if he's stiffing up and stuff? How fast do it take for Rigger to kick in?
Couple hours.
Okay, so I
That's a
don't
good
know.
question.
I got a
This
couple
is a
of
great
questions.
question.
Oh, what did he eat? Come on, cuz. What up, Maya? There we go.
Hey, Maya.
KC finest.
Ooh.
Let me quit talking.
I see what you did there. Cousin.
Oh, he was
Okay,
squatting too.
I got a couple of questions,
Ooh,
Mike. I'm gonna have to
wee.
hit you up a little bit later.
That's
Mm-hmm. Look at Cecil.
I
I
mean,
got ignorant, boy.
wow. Let's
I am not trying to be, but I got a couple of questions.
that's this drinks to you, Mike. You've had it the worst this week of all of us.
Yeah,
Right. You did. You had it to work.
wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Hold on, MC.
Lord. Oh,
Yeah, I think
sister.
we can. I think we
Don't
can
you do
pause the
her.
place for a second, so we can hear about. We can hear about this. Because I got to be honest, I am.
Hold on,
I'm a
real
I'm in
bit
quick though.
tears
intrigued.
over here, bro. I'm in
Um,
tears over here listening to y'all.
my sister got me effed up this week because she always every week we come over here talking about what got us effed up this week, and she always putting my niece on blast. So I'm gonna need her not to keep
Uh-oh.
putting my niece on blast like that. She ain't did nothing but live her little 3-year-old life. You gotta get with it or get gone.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Uh-oh.
Shoot, don't be doing my niece.
Uh-oh. Don't don't pull
Ooh.
up, cuz. Don't pull up.
I dare you to pull up.
Don't pull up, cuz.
Shoot, got my niece
Do it.
messed up.
Do it. I'm trying to pause and
She
place
always
for
be
a
doing
second
my
to
niece
see if
like that.
see
Oh,
if we
my.
can get Mike on, because I'd love to hear this story. I don't know if it's just me that's just overly intrigued with this, or hey Ricky.
Look at Rick. Always starting shit. Like,
Okay, so
Hey,
without
Rick.
further ado, we finna hear this story.
What she
This has to
say?
be told. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, cuz? So
Hey,
oh,
Mike.
you don't just put something like that up on the page and
Well, since you
without
had
me.
asked, I thought about it. Like this was real effed up, and like it was snowing down here.
Ooh, funky
Y'all
booty.
got like what, 2 centimeters of snow?
Well, it wasn't even that; it was just a little dusting. You know, we get ice
See,
down here. We don't
Dustin,
even get
y'all be
no.
shutting down. Y'all
Yeah,
shut
well,
all the way down for
they
that.
not.
That is crazy.
They not prepared. Like up there. You still gonna go to work. Down here, shit, you finna be at home.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah, let me tell y'all about that though.
Y'all know winter come every year.
Yeah.
Y'all know
So
winter come every year. Y'all better get prepared.
man, they still about 6 years behind and when it come to a big city, you know what I mean? But it was about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning though. We get this death call and didn't think nothing of it. I just thought it was a house call. So on our way down there, dude done called me again, like, hey, you going to a church. So, I'm just like, okay,
Whoa, time out. 2 o'clock in the morning?
yeah, cause they come through it all at
What
any
what y'all
time.
what y'all doing out here at Club Church at 2 o'clock in the morning, Saints?
Well,
2 o'clock in the morning.
okay.
I told you what he was doing.
Now this was the thing. I think they was at the church earlier, and dude must have left whatever they was doing and went and used the bathroom, but never came back.
Ah, what's happening, Ty? Okay.
So I think they found him because when I got to him, he was stiff already.
Oh.
So
oh,
he
so he been there some hours.
he had to been there for some hours, because I picked dude up. He was in the same, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, stop it, man. We're not laughing with you, man.
So the question becomes,
That is
are y'all
crazy.
sure? Are y'all sure dude wasn't murdered?
Well, remember, like I was telling you before, you know how you gonna take that last dump? Like he had took that last dump, like literally. So
Did the last ball moving before it was over, huh?
that was it, cuz like straight up.
Wow.
It's crazy, man. The autopsy gonna show up like he had a heart
Oh,
attack or something on the toilet or something.
Well, they was gonna get an
oh
autopsy till they
my
found out how much it was
God.
gonna be. But you know, once the police come and see that it wasn't no foul play, you know, it's a done deal, really.
Yeah, they wipe everything out.
You know, they gonna call a funeral home. But like, dude had been there. And you know, I walk in the church though,
Oh my God.
you know, so I'm looking around, you know, because they still hadn't told us dude on the toilet. So I walk in, I'm like, hey, you know, how everybody doing? Man, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my.
But that's my thing.
Cause all they said,
What are people doing?
he in there. So I look over at this wall. I don't see nothing but the bathroom.
That's your sister right there.
Oh,
I'm logging off.
wow.
I can't. I'm gonna log off right now.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
logging off. I can't.
Anyway,
I'm
yeah,
done.
Oh,
I'm logging off
yeah,
right now. Nope.
yeah, I
Y'all
asked
gonna have to
about
get
that
some.
shit. So
Y'all gonna get
I
somebody
had to
on
get
to
on
fill
here and
in
tell
for
y'all because
me.
that was
oh,
crazy.
That
oh
is
my
crazy.
God.
Oh my God.
Oh
Well,
my God.
oh my God. Mike, I'm gonna call you later. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
But anyway,
Wow.
going back to y'all chat, I'm still listening. I just wanted to
All
tell
right,
y'all.
hey, right on for dropping in, cousin.
Yeah,
Definitely
yeah.
Appreciate that.
appreciate the story. And
Appreciate that.
I see y'all later,
Thank you,
cuz.
cousin.
all right, cuz, peace.
That's crazy right
That's
there. Wow.
I
Wow.
don't know.
Wow.
Uh
Why is our family
I
like
don't
this?
know.
Why? Why? I need some answers.
Um
Let's move on. Let's
let
move on, y'all. Let's
yeah,
move
rest in
on.
peace, young man, whatever your name is, and condolences to your family. I'm
Yeah, rest
sorry
up.
Sorry.
it happened that way, but
Correct.
you know, there's a little lightheartedness to be had in that. Uh
Ooh.
so God bless you. So speaking of things that are odd, we just gonna
I
jump
hate
into it.
it.
So where is she? Where is she?
Where is y'all, Madam Vice President?
She
Where
with
is Madam?
Waldo. Her and Waldo somewhere vacating
Where?
together.
Look at that stupid face. Just look
She like, thanks. I'm
for
out.
nothing.
We should have
I
had a
got
Waldo
you.
pic. We should have had a where is Waldo
We
picture up right
did. We
Yeah,
should have.
next
I
to
should
her.
have.
That's her right there. Because we
Right,
don't know where she at.
I should have superimposed the Where's Waldo little
You
outfit with
should
the hat and
have.
the little sweater on her. Like, even Carmen San Diego, because you know,
That's
Okay.
first off,
I used to
like
love me some Carmen San Diego.
poor Joe Biden is getting he's getting torn up. He's getting torn to shreds. His numbers are continuously decreasing. He's
You can say
losing
goodbye
the
to the Democratic Party at this
yeah,
point.
he's falling on a sword, and it's not a good look for him right now.
yeah,
And you
he
would
back her to the fullest.
yeah, and so when he was a vice president, what I can say is he had a presence. Uh President Barack Obama could count on his vice president to hold shit down, to speak at a press conference, to hold his staffers in place if need be. Camp David, I know, right? But since Biden has been taking all this backlash, not just from the Republican Party, but from the Democratic Party also, the only thing I've seen
hmm
Kamala do is get upset with Charlemagne the God, and then she pops smoke.
Yeah.
And Dirt, I know we talked about it earlier today, before we hopped on, but I did some research to try and figure out like what her accomplishments have been since she's been in office. what she's doing now and what her future projections are, I got nothing.
Nothing. That's what same as me. She and it's funny you say that about Biden. You know what I'm saying? When he was VP, he took on similar roles that she did, but like you say, he had much more of a presence than she does. She is nowhere to be found. She's doing like both since Trump alleged that the elections were fraud and all that. She's been in the voter registration and doing all type of making sure there ain't no fraud in the voter rights and all this. And she's part of what we was talking about earlier. Oh, the border. She's doing a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
border patrol. She's doing a lot of border patrol stuff,
but
and
I
that
haven't
stuff is
seen her really
bad.
do anything but that though. I've seen her make
That's
no
that's
real
it.
progress on that.
That's it. You'll never fix that. You'll never fix the border patrol.
Yeah,
Man, they gonna find new ways to get in, and it's gonna be all unless
Why are you worried about border patrol when they are still trying to stop people from voting? People that look like us.
right.
but that's the thing though. That's the thing also. Like these are jobs. She was appointed by Biden. She was appointed these
Right.
jobs by Biden. It wasn't like she was like, okay, let me take on these roles and let me do this. She was appointed these roles. So that's another issue
Yeah.
that we
So
need to be addressed.
absolutely. So I hope with what she's making it look like for the minority constituents that voted for her is we begin to understand the power in our vote, and instead of simply aligning ourselves with a specific party, be it Republican or Democrat, similar
Hmm.
to what Killer Mike's saying, and even on the lines of Candace Owens, although I'm not a huge fan of hers, we begin to corral our votes into power. And if a candidate, and outline our speaking points and the topics that we want them to work on and the things we want them to do, the places we want them to progress. And if those candidates can't do what we want them to do, regardless of the political party they align themselves with, we find somebody else. Because what she's teaching us and what she's showing us is that it doesn't matter which side of the aisle you vote for. At the end of the day, they none of their words are worth shit.
Right.
At least that's what I'm gathering.
Hmm.
I'm highly disappointed.
It's just it's just crazy to me that as adults and grown people that's supposed to be making decisions for a country, they can't. Like y'all can get along. Not y'all even get along, but be responsible enough, be adult enough to make decisions to help the people rather than hinder them. That like it is crazy to me.
Yeah, this term maybe next time. So it's never really a next time, and that's the problem,
Yeah.
right? And it's always sensationalized. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. The only thing that I've seen that's directly happened for any minority group is the Asian Polynesian bill being passed, right? Mind you, and I'm happy that that was a thing that happened. The hate crime bills for those two groups, but the black culture has had nothing happen for us yet. We've had absolutely nothing happen for us,
Right.
and we were her strongest vote.
Yeah,
Yeah. We were the reason they got in office. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Yeah. All the
now,
minority like votes or whatever. Yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead,
but
Jay.
we still out here getting killed. We're still being levied against for different resources in our schools, our local government. I mean, look at St. Louis in and of itself. How many black politicians are in St. Louis?
The
The
wrong
mayor?
ones. All the
Uh,
wrong ones. Oh,
yeah.
you
Oh
talking about that
Lord, what's
actually
her
live
name?
here, or what do you mean? That
No,
actually live in?
that are actually running a city.
Uh, Man, we got a problem right now. Like I say, with the St. Louis Police Department, they trying to
No.
house. Yeah, I'm telling you about that. We talked about that on the last podcast. They trying to source out outside help to police the community. They getting people from other
Mm-mm.
states to come in to be the chief of police. They don't know nothing about the city. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah,
Exactly.
I
And
feel you. I feel you.
I know about that because they forced my uncle out of that position. You know,
Yeah,
Mm.
so it's something like our culture has to come. So I'm gonna just tell y'all this right now. So for all of Black History Month, I'm giving our culture hell, and I'm holding us accountable. I'm holding us accountable because I'm sick of just us talking about the stuff that's happening. But we need to start putting markers on who needs to be held accountable and how we actually move away from them so that we can begin to establish our own resources and power. That has to happen.
Thanks.
And we
Yep.
fail every time. We got midterms coming up. There are local level politicians and seats in offices that'll be coming.
Say,
We're not doing anything about it, and we can. But Madam Vice President has shown us, that it don't matter what they say. They just want to vote, and then they dipset.
what up, Sheila?
Yeah. So
Craziness. But yeah, like you say, everybody, y'all do y'all research. All the people
Adonis,
that's out there,
I
y'all do y'all
go.
research. Google what has Miss Harris did in her year in office, and y'all will absolutely find nothing. Y'all will find nothing. A bunch of Republicans coming at her about not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's making their case even stronger for a bunch of things. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
check
Shit,
into it. Do
I
y'all
want to.
research.
I want to run for vice president. If that's all the job entails, shit, I'm gonna get voted
Well,
in and
I
then I'm
vote for
out.
you.
I'm
You
finna
run,
go. I'm
I
finna go
vote.
hang out in Costa Rica. I'm finna get on one of these COVID cruises. I'm finna go live it up.
All right. I vote for you.
Right
That's
on,
right.
cuz. Right
You know
on.
you got. Hey, I vote for you and Pedro. You hear me?
Right.
Okay, vote for Pedro. Hey, I used to have one of them shirts.
I used to love that. You know, I used to love that little slogan. I ain't know Pedro is. I just mess with Pedro. You know, I
I,
vote
I,
You
for him.
from Napoleon Dynamite.
I
I,
wear. Okay.
I don't think I do well in politics. Because at the end of the day, I end up cussing everybody out, and I tell
I
all of them how
mean, and
unpatriotic they are.
You might mess around
sometimes
and get
folks need to be
assassinated.
cursed
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. No, we don't need another assassination. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Right,
happens to people that actually speak
Uh,
right.
out. And so if you
I
speak
can't.
out and do right, nah.
Yeah,
So
I don't know how to play that game at their level
no.
well enough. And after a while, it's gonna be on. When somebody asks me a question, my response is gonna be like, "Because your mama, motherfucker."
here
So,
you go. Is this a
that,
real?
Uh,
Hey, let's look at this. This is a real question right here. Let's look at Eddie comment. Can you really be honest in politics?
woo, that's a loaded question. I think.
That's a. I I I don't think so, cuz. I don't think I can get into politics and not.
I'm sure you can be. I think you can be as honest as you can
You can try to
possibly be.
be as B, but it's a lot of people. It's a lot of money. Politics is dollars and cents. At the
That's
end of
all.
the day, it's
But I'm
dollars and cents.
I'm going through my head, and I'm trying to think of one politician that has been on the up and up, and I'm struggling uh with coming up with a name. I'm struggling
It's
uh
hard.
on
It's
both
hard
sides of the aisle. You know,
because your agenda necessarily. You going there with an agenda. But at the end of the day, somebody gonna persuade you to look the other way on your on your
yeah,
agenda or on something on some aspect of your project. You know
right.
what I'm saying? It's gonna always be something.
Cory Booker, Cory Booker. He's
So
probably the only dude,
let me write this down.
and I'm not saying that he hasn't lied. That's not what I'm saying. But what I can say about Cory Booker is he did his best when he was the governor of his state. He went on uh state aid, so he lived
Yeah,
on
everybody look up Cory Booker.
food stamps. Yeah, he lived on food stamps, so on and so forth.
That's that
so forth.
Cali stuff out there. Look at
The quote
you got
unquote
that
least
Cali.
of his constituents. Yeah, bald head dude had been going through. But once he left that and he went to the Senate, I mean, things went. He fell off, and I don't know if he fell off because Hillary and because of Bernie, but I haven't heard much out of him after that. You know, so there are some things that happened in his rule and his state that weren't always on the up and up, and it's always got something tied to budget. So, but he's the only one that I can think of that might have come close. And I'm thinking about the Ron Pauls, you know, Rand Paul's dad. I'm thinking about the McCains. I'm thinking about the Maxine Walters. I'm thinking about all of them. I'm thinking about all of them. And so the one thing that they all do have in common is that all these bastards are lawyers.
They are the greatest of lawyers. And Mike made a comment earlier about how many people that Miss Harris actually locked up are odd people. You know what I'm saying? It was like a democratic chart that she targeted, or I don't know if she targeted, but majority of black and brown got locked up, and her was she a prosecutor? I don't know if she was
She
a
was the
prosecutor.
attorney general for California.
Okay, even
And
worse.
she did the community dirty.
Yeah,
Did them bad.
yeah.
And she would often say that on you're not looking at the thing in total. Yeah, she is trash at this point, but she'd be like, well, you're not looking at my career in its totality, and I started these programs, I did this for the community, but all in all, she hurt the community. I mean, she
Let
was
me
like
call you back up.
Clinton when they introduced the crime bills, you
Text me what
know.
you need for your hair.
And we,
How much
as a
money you need for
culture,
your hair?
started saying and
All right.
applauding Bill Clinton. Oh, he's the first black president. No, he wasn't. That's bullshit rhetoric. He was not. He absolutely was not. He put out bills that got us, especially in Arkansas, that hurt the culture and hurt the community ridiculously bad. Damn near single-handedly, that motherfucker almost bankrupt Haiti. So all these folks, we got to do better as a society, man. And the
My
only way
bad.
we can really get there, we got to start with the culture and holding the culture accountable. Like, this shit should never happen to us again. It should never happen. I think we thought because Obama got in office, the next person would do something better or greater that looked like us or was supposed to resemble or help us. Fuck that. It ain't happening. It's a bad look. And it's not just for our culture, it's for Americans wide. It's a bad look. So didn't mean to get on
All
the
right, so we
soapbox.
winding down on time, and we got a couple of more.
Yeah, let's get to the good times. Let's talk about him. I'm gonna put him up here first, and then we're gonna talk about him.
Trouble man.
One of the best shit talkers in the game.
Trouble man.
T.I.
Let me give y'all a little
Oh
let
Lord.
me give y'all a little resume. 11 albums,
Uh-huh.
one compilation album, one
Uh-huh.
remix album, 4
Yeah.
EPs, 13 mixtapes, 110 singles. 61 of them he was the featured artist. 11 promotional singles and over 60 some plus music videos. Tip T.I. Trouble Man. Pussy Pumper. Number one. My
Who had
guy.
31?
Look, that's
Oh
Bay.
Lord.
Look at it. Oh my goodness. Trouble Man. Come
Sweet
on, let's talk
Jesus.
about it. My guy Tip went out there and
So
say, ain't nobody in hey, check the post out on the Bloodline page. You know, we put out there Trouble Man out there, Mr. T.I. talking and ranting about how he is the number one guy. Nobody can mess with him. Album for album, song for song. Pull up on him any day. He ready. He wants to smoke.
yeah, so I commented on
If
that. Go ahead,
Clifton
Wanda.
Harris don't go sit himself down somewhere,
One more time, Wanda, for the people in the back.
That's Ti.
if Clifton Harris, Clifton, T.I., Tip, Trouble Man 31, Paris. Don't go sit down somewhere.
Now, my man's is cold, right? I'll give
Mm.
Ti that. Ti cold, he dope, right? And he's able to always be relevant. Hey Angelique,
What
and
Patty?
on the scene, right? And even
Uh-oh.
with what he's been doing politically, he was talking. He had done a deal with Killer Mike, Candace Owens, and a couple other people, and he spoke like really really great on that. His points were valid. The way he moved was
He's
dope,
very articulate.
absolutely. But I think his ego
Mm.
fell out
They
of his
all got
mouth.
egos. They all got egos.
Yeah, but I think he went a little bit too far to saying that can't
That's his
nobody
little, cause he got a little tiny man.
I'm
can't.
just saying.
Yeah,
And they all tiny too.
they
Like, come
are.
on.
Yeah, they are. They are. They really are.
They
They are
all
like
they
Cat
all
Williams
like
size.
5'7", 5'6", 5'7".
Right,
They want the smoke.
right. But
So who you give to them, Jig? Who? Come on.
so if we just looking at bangers and we looking at numbers, like Jay-Z still.
Jay
I
Z
don't
number
think
flawed, man. Jay Z number flawed to me.
nah,
Is that
bro.
who he's saying
He
he
might
can go
be.
against the verses with?
Jay-Z will get him. I'm sorry to say, but Jay-Z
Only
will eat him up.
20 songs.
Jay-Z
They
will
ain't got.
still eat him up because
They
on
ain't got
verses, it ain't about how many songs you got. It's about how many songs people know.
That's what I'm saying. Jay ain't got 20 songs people know.
Huh? Jay-Z?
Jay Z.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
disagree with you
good.
on that one
Collabs
because
included?
Say who again included?
Collaborations?
Yeah.
I mean,
Do
because
do, do collabos.
if we doing
Yeah.
collabos, I'm gonna tell you somebody that Jay-Z can do a collab with and shut the whole fucking thing down, and that's Beyonce, his wife, and he'll shut it down.
they've
That's
done
just
it
being honest.
multiple times.
Yep, on multiple fronts.
Oh my
On
goodness.
multiple fronts.
Can Ti come out with a song with Tiny and be as big as Jay Z and Beyonce? I think
No, they
not.
can't do that. No, they can't do that.
That's
No.
and
But man, come on, man. Y'all gotta show me Jay number one hit. Yeah, I got where Tipton held it down for 3 years straight from like '06 to '08. Number one albums.
good.
I don't I'm
Jay-Z,
See,
in
I
New
wish I
York.
Jay-Z
had my
held it
iPad
We
in
down.
here
we,
so I
we
can
talking
pull some.
outside of we talking outside of New York as well.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
Me too.
Well, y'all
Absolutely.
can't.
Because he even with that a single LP that Jay-Z dropped, Hard Knock Life. Again, that hurts Ti. It's a hard knock life. Everybody know. White people know that song.
That's a single. Okay,
No,
everybody
that's
know
not a
Lil
single.
Yo.
That
Everybody,
was a, that was the
that
second
was
or
the
third
best,
song on one of his albums. I had the album that it
the
came
Hard
out
Knock
on.
Life album. But that's what I'm saying. Like on like Paper Trail, Live Your Life. White people know that song with him and Rihanna.
Sure.
Live Your Life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So
like everybody know the song that Jay-Z got with Bun B. and
Big
Pimp
Pimper.
C. I'm just saying.
But
Jay-Z,
in
Jay-Z,
2006, Tip did a song with UGK on his album, the King album, front, back, and side to side with UGK.
but how many people on that?
UGK and Pimp C. I mean,
No, no,
and
no.
Ti.
I mean, again, we're not talking about the amount of songs that
A lot of people like Angelique on here right now. Like me and her husband, Clay used to have a beef because I was a big Luda fan.
yeah.
I was a huge Luda fan. When
That's
Ti
another
jumped on
dude that could go with Ti. But go
when
ahead,
T
cuz.
yeah, when Ti jumped on the scene, me and him had big beef about because I was a Luda head, he was a Ti fan.
Yeah.
And when Ti jumped in with "I'm
And both of
Serious,"
those guys, I mean, both of those guys are great. My brother's a Luda head, so but
yeah,
Ludacris
man,
got bars.
he got bars. Ti got bars. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody trip out. Like Ricky was talking about how slow he talk and how he always try to articulate stuff and be extra with stuff. When he rhyme, oh, it's straight to the point. He's the great storyteller. A
Absolutely.
great storyteller.
And I
I
love
like
T.I.
ATL. That movie's like one of my favorites. So
What I tell you, Jig, I was like, I didn't even speak on his music. I mean, on his movie accolades, but just I was like, we just gonna keep it to music. And I think
Yeah.
Ti can go with a lot of these guys. I heard Ti can go with anybody, any
No,
day. Like
no,
you said,
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that like Jay-Z would just wipe him out and he ain't gonna be heard or nothing like that. But
understand.
Jay-Z, him, they there would be a battle, and I think Jay-Z might get him because Jay-Z started before him as well.
He
Yeah,
started before him, but
Jay-Z started
like
before
a
him.
lot of the, but that's what I'm saying. Like the original Doubt album, like Jay first album, Reasonable Doubt. I went on that. I was a Pac fan.
Sure.
So I was still I was on that East Coast West Coast stuff like that. You know
Right.
what I'm
I
saying?
remember. I remember
So
because
it's
I was the East Coast dude.
right. So it's a lot of history like that as well. So it's and then the South kind of
yeah,
like
Eddie,
took
that's
over.
one of my favorite songs too. But yeah, Luda ATI up on that song. I do. I'm going the song "Stump" with Young Buck.
It was Mewtwo. It was Mewtwo.
No, that was
Get off the
not.
Oh
TIP of
no.
mine.
My
Yeah.
dear,
Oh
So
no.
with
so
that
that
one line right there, it was a mic
was
drop. That was it. It was over.
ooh,
Ti. He said, because maintaining my fish tank in your house costs the same. Come on now.
ooh,
Hey,
Come on
yeah.
now.
so
He's
we can
already hit the game, wasn't he?
yeah, we can
Ooh.
even throw Luda in that mix. So Luda, Ti, Jay-Z,
But Luka went up against Nelly in the verses. So
but Nelly
Yeah,
ain't on Luda level.
that
I
was
think that
kind
was
of shoddy. And
Nelly
I think
Nelly
that
was
and I think just
Nell-
just because Versus was just getting started.
yeah.
So
Nelly was on his level. Nelly had I didn't know. See like
but Nelly
we
was playing a lot of BS songs. We were like, why did you play that?
Yeah, I missed that one, but
true,
Yeah.
true, true.
let me
Very
think of
true.
somebody. Who else did Ti mention in that?
He
Because
mentioned
like
everybody. He mentioned Wayne. I don't see him going against Wayne. I don't think nobody can mess with Wayne personally. Wayne
I
catalog
feel
is too.
and
Nobody can
Wayne
mess with
don't
Wayne.
write anything. He comes off the top of the dome with
Nobody can mess
everything.
with Wayne.
yeah, it'd be hard. It'd be hard for because he first off he been doing it since for he was a kid.
He's
Uh,
14,
Yes.
16. Yeah.
and then just from the fact like even when he after he switched his style up when he put out Fahrenheit, it was he's had a whole lifetime literally of being in the record
Fun
industry.
fact about Lil Wayne, his name was almost Shrimp Daddy as a rapper, just so y'all know.
Wayne,
That
straight
wouldn't have
up,
worked out.
that wouldn't have work. I mean, it's the New Orleans thing. It would have worked for the New
Yeah.
Orleans thing. You know what I'm saying? Po' boy, strip daddy, or whatever.
It was almost
It
Yeah.
would
Shrimp
have
Daddy.
worked, I
He said,
guess.
oh boy.
I
It was
mean, I'm
almost
just saying it would have worked.
Shrimp Daddy, but
What y'all,
no.
what y'all think about this?
I don't
Kanye.
know how to describe Kanye.
I think
Kanye
Kanye is
genius
a league
though.
of his own. He's a genius.
And
He's in a
where
league of his own.
where and what he can do. So like when
Other than
Kanye
make
first
shoes
came
and
out, he
clothes. He
was
shouldn't do that. But yeah.
say again, Wawa.
I said he shouldn't make shoes or clothes. But other than that, he can do pretty much anything else.
Well,
Agreed. Agreed.
Kanye got some. He got some lines, but as far as a lyricist being able to flow with Ti, I don't think he could do it.
I think
So,
Ye can go. Ye got.
oh,
Ye
Ye can
got.
go. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Ye can go, but I don't think it's like.
You put it with Ti.
Yeah, I think he's struggling in keeping up with Ti. I think he's struggling
Yeah.
because like Dirt said, Ti's a storyteller. He he takes
Boy,
his
I'd have
time to
been in
get
the
to the
car
point.
with. I'd have been in the car with Tip on
Yeah.
many nights. Like I'm right there with him. I'm just looking at him while he rapping. You heard me?
That's
Like
because y'all the same size.
I'm a little taller than Tip.
All right. Um.
But yeah,
So
they're taller than Tip.
like even Common after a while, Common could go with Ti because Common got some shit that's been out that's absolutely dope. Like his
I'm just a lyricist.
yeah
I put comment with like Khalid Kweli and you know what I'm
yeah
saying
most deaf
like most
even
them they got
right even like
Wait,
Redman.
did
I don't
Mos
know if
Def
y'all
change
like
his
listen to
name?
any of Redman shit, but
I
Redman
love
go
Red Man.
hard. Like
yeah
it's really hard to put another rapper outside of Meth in the ballpark is with Redman. Because if you listen
Yeah, because Reggie go.
to what
Redman
Reggie
go.
Noble talking about and how he do it,
Yeah.
dope.
You heard him say it, they go, Jay-Z, Tupac, what did he say? What did he say? Man, when he gave Redman his props, he was like, he was like Reggie the best. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember. They go Jay-Z, Tupac, Nas, and Demi. Oh man, I can't even remember.
Wait,
But
for which one?
Eminem gave Redman his props, say Reggie is the best lyricist ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I did, and they
hey,
did.
that Muddy Waters LP, I got that. I stood in the loop to get that one. I waited for that one to drop. Look, Reggie,
Look at there. There
yeah.
it go right there. Oh my goodness. I keep on advertising for
Your
stuff,
camera
y'all.
hating on you today.
I'm pushing everything over when I'm pushing the comments and stuff.
You get
So I
excited.
think Redman could be thrown in there too with Ti. You know, but again, that's also with the recognition and understanding. Black Thought to a could too, but Ti ain't no slum ass rapper.
Yeah.
You gotta have some straight skill and be able to do your thing
But
on the
here's
mic.
the thing. Quit being so big and egotistical. Let Versus call you and put you against who they want you to be with. Quit
Well,
calling out people. People,
I think since
what?
like the Locks and Dipset did they thing, uh, when the Locks killed Dipset,
Killed him
that's
like
that. That's what tip
slay.
on. Like I can come out here and I can put on that performance. I can give the people a show. I can get them what they want. That's how egotistical he is. You know what I'm saying? And he will give that to you. I mean, he back up what he say.
So I
He
don't think
will.
that
He
part.
do.
I don't think that part's him being egotistical. I think that part is just him being confident and knowing what he can do on the
That's
stage.
what I'm saying. Yeah, he
Yeah,
will
like
back it up.
dude, cold. He cold. Like
So
Ti,
he
he
calling
always
out the
been
top
cold.
dogs. Yeah, he calling out the top dogs. If the top dogs don't want to come out and call him on that, boy, y'all lame. Y'all lame. That's how I feel about that. That's how I feel. Ti calling out
Well
the
then,
industry. He calling out the industry like whoever want it. I'm ready. Y'all can't name me on the LP, a album, a song, y'all can't beat me on nothing. That's how
Yeah.
boy, I wish we can run that video that I put out there. Cause he ready. That's all I'm saying. He
I
ready.
believe him. And like Ralph threw up Andre 3000. You can't leave Dre out. Or
Oh,
Big
3 seconds. Yeah.
You can't leave them cats out because them jokers got some of the slickest lines I've ever heard in my life. I used to have to
yes.
go back and rewind some stuff and try and write it down and digest it. Like, what did he just say? I'm
He
colder
said
than a polar
YKK on your
bear.
zipper. How many of y'all when looked at y'all
Yeah,
zipper like it damn sure
Yeah.
do got YKK on this zipper?
yeah.
You heard me?
Colder than a polar bear's toenails. Like, what?
Oh hell. You heard me? Hey boy, that boy big boy is something else.
Yeah. We gonna keep it slanging and banging off in the back. I think it's time to bungee, but buddy, we will be back, and I'm finna put some D's on the lap. Know that, rock. Hey, hey, the
Hey,
big boy
people
go.
don't yeah, the Aliens
Yes, I
album,
said rewind.
man, that Aliens album was something else. AT
Hey,
Aliens.
AT aliens, bruh.
Yeah.
I used to make Richard play that
A
all
Aquemini,
day.
Aquemini is
Was
what
so
you
cool.
put me on Outcast on Aquemini.
Yeah.
Aquemini are boy.
Hey,
Mm,
them albums went AT aliens and Equimini classics
Those
easily.
are classics.
Southern playalistic Cadillac funky
Kind of
music.
like music.
Classic.
right.
Easily.
That started it all.
Yeah.
Dre
Y'all
had the
remember when you
brain
used to
still,
get
the
them
whip
little
brain.
things in the mail? You can get like 20 CDs for a penny. Then you gotta.
That's real talk. That's how old you are. You hear me?
Hey,
That's
I
how
was
old you
telling
are.
They never had my name on it, but it had our address on it. I used to send them mugs in all the time.
good. I was just telling somebody not too long ago like Columbia House, they had people credit
Yes.
storing the shit.
I
Boy,
don't even
didn't it?
know who credit it was. They just kept
What's
sending
up,
their notes to
Battle?
our house.
Yeah, hey, Columbia House. I know Key had
But I got
gotten
all
onto
the
that.
CDs. I had all the
Boy,
CDs.
Hey, Columbia House had 16-year-olds with a credit score of 231.
Yeah,
Hey, everybody was on Columbia
that's up.
House killing it.
Yeah.
They were sending posters and music and everything just to
It went
You
on.
can
Yeah,
get 100 CDs for a penny.
on credit.
black folks. That wasn't on your parents. That was on y'all. You buying them CDs back in the day, messing up y'all credit. You know what I'm saying?
Speak
That
on
was
I
that,
on
remember
no black
that.
people. That was on us as teens messing up our credit.
Like I
Like,
said, they never had my
dude,
name on it.
killing it,
boy, I
killing
bought that. I bought that Master P album, not nice ice cream, man. Yeah, I bought some ice cream, man,
ice
about three
cream,
times,
man.
boy. I bought that
Yeah,
Twister album, Adrenaline Rush about three times. Like, it's certain
hey,
stuff you had to have back in the day, you know.
right, right.
I am weak.
So since
And
we
like you
talking
say,
about,
did
go ahead,
we
yeah,
said we said Richard Malibu, what in the Malibu?
yeah. He had that Malibu.
Oh my goodness! And then you boom,
Yep,
boom, boom, boom. Man,
yep,
we enjoyed music so much, dude. Basically, it was great.
yes. So since we talking about music, family, we got a quick debate, and I think I'm on the opposite aisle with this one, but it's a debate nonetheless, right? And we're talking about women
Oh
in the
wait,
rap
look at
game.
that! Look at them! Look at them! Oh
All right,
wait,
this is what we're talking about, and this is so I'm gonna set it up a little bit, right?
hey, Nikki was blowing a kiss at me. I'm being Santa. Nikki was
you
blowing a kiss at me.
you might have to bang with Drake over that because I don't know, but
That's weird.
and you know what? Speaking of Drake, I'd actually put Drake in the same booth as Ti, but I digress. So So we were having a little bit of infight and trying to figure out whether or not it's easier for women to be in the music industry, yeah, even the rap game, than what it is for men. Right. So I'll let y'all. That was just the backdrop of it. That's a little precursor. I'll let y'all get y'all side out there, and then I'll speak on mine.
Okay, so I feel like it's easier for women in the rap game because of the fact that they have to do way extra than men have to do in the rap game. You know, they out here, they got the silicone titties, they
Take some goddamn.
BBLs,
Let me take some notes on what
they
you
got their
saying.
BBLs, and
Proper
they got
rebuttal.
all that. I'm just saying, like, they got to do way too much to stay relevant in the rap game. They got to beef with each other. Can't nobody really collab with each other because it's always, oh, it's a cat fight. And because people, that's entertaining to people. And you ain't never seen Jeezy or Gucci Mane out here slanging no dick and sell no record. I'm sorry. You don't. They ain't out here showing no
But they
chest.
was beefing. But they beef though.
I
We
mean, but are they selling sex to sell a record though?
okay.
For a
Okay.
female, like, okay, if if people you either okay, you got a Queen Latifah CD cover and a Nicki Minaj CD cover. Which one you going to?
Queen Latifah, cause you and I Ty. But that's a
I'm
whole
going to
nother.
that.
Okay,
I'm going to that Nicki Minaj because she did that
because she
part on
right.
the film. Like, oh wait.
That's what
Yep,
I'm
that's what I'm
saying. You
going.
going for you got the MC Light CD cover next to the Little Kim Notorious KIM CD cover. Which one are you going to?
Look, Cam,
I
I'm
grew
trying
up
to
on MC
boy.
Light. I I used to love MC Light though.
I
But I
did
always
too.
been a purist. I've been a lyricist.
But
So
So
what
I'm
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 gonna look
just
saying,
at
saying
some
it's
other
a
but
lot
see,
harder
avenues.
for women because I'm
man,
saying they ain't out here slanging no dangling to sell no records like these ladies out here selling body to sell a record. I'm just saying
but what they
I
talk about in their rap though.
the stuff that's selling records, sex.
Like, I still think it's
okay.
harder for women, like you saying, Wanda.
It
I think it's
is.
harder for I think it's harder for women still, but man, sex sells. Sex always sells. Sex always sold.
Okay, for
We do the same
women,
thing we do the same thing in the music videos as far as men. We have women, we have guns, we
but you're
have
selling
money,
the body image of a woman.
we selling sex. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we selling an image, and that's all. That's all I think. Women nowadays are selling. They selling an image. You know what I'm saying? They selling what sells. Like Wanda is speaking on. That's where I'm at.
Okay, so got y'all's point. Uh I don't disagree with you, but I think you're actually proving my point more than what you would want to. And the reason is because sex is so easily sold, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what the woman is saying in the rap game. She can
Now,
look at Doja Cat. Doja Cat don't talk about a motherfucking thing, and she popping.
Meg
Nikki
spit.
doesn't,
Cause
huh?
Nikki, Nikki spit and Meg spit. Both of them two spit. Cordy is a lot of ghost written stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ghost written stuff.
Cardi's full of shit. She's not a fucking artist,
She's not an artist. Oh, well,
but
she's not
she's
a rapper.
chilling.
She's an
She ain't
artist.
a
You can
rapper.
you can
Okay,
be an
okay, okay,
artist. You can be an
okay.
artist and not be a rapper. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can agree with you on that. I can agree with you on that. But she's not a fucking rapper. She's only
Mm-mm.
selling sex. For the last several years she's been out, the only thing she sold is sex. Talib Kweli can't sell sex. High Tech can't sell sex.
But
Most
that's
Def
their image.
can't sell
But
sex.
they came out as conscious rappers and they came out as
But
lyricists and everything.
I'm saying
but
because
can a woman come out as a conscious rapper and still
absolutely,
stay relevant
absolutely,
and stay
absolutely,
relevant?
Yeah, you
absolutely,
got you got Rap City out here. You
absolutely.
got a
Okay,
ton
okay.
of.
And how much exposure is Rhapsody getting? She's dope as fuck. Don't get me. Rhapsody is dope as hell. But how
And
much
so
is
again,
she? Is she?
you making my point. The reason why it's easier for them to sell records is because they're selling sex. They're not
So
selling, they're not selling anything that's got that real substance to it. They're selling flesh. A dude can't just go out here and get on the mic, pull out his cock and be like, this is what I'm just look at it. No,
no,
just
but
somebody come look at this.
it's it,
Just come look at this.
it's the same way, Jig. We don't a lot of
But
like
would you
Talib and I
listen?
don't
Would you
we
if
don't.
Meg had on a three-piece suit and she stood on the stage and just spit? Would you stand there and listen to her?
Yes, I would.
Yes, because Meg spit. Meg
Yes, I
spit.
She
would.
does, and that's what I'm saying. She does.
Shut up, Alice.
But this is what I'm saying to you, Jig. It's been a so let's speak about the underground. Let's speak about the underground, Jig. It's a lot of underground artists that have been dope and been well, but they never got the exposure because that's their realm. You know what I'm saying? Like we can look at like 8 Ball and MJG. They underground where they went back then. They was underground. Then they got mainstream, but they were still like underground because of the shit that they were talking about. Like a lot of male artists can only talk about certain stuff. If you, I guess, like do your like bash your not your knowledge, but your
If you go
I,
pop, essentially, if you get away from the underground and actually being a lyricist and actually being that passionate artist that you were about the music, then you'll stay where you are because the record industries don't have any use for you. But
it's like politics. It's politics all over.
absolutely, absolutely,
It's politics all in the rap game. You know what
yep,
I'm saying? And that's why
yep.
I say the women still it's a stigma still on the women. You know what I'm saying? So they have to do that marketing because they can't. They're not gonna get that exposure. They're not gonna get them sales, and they're not gonna get that.
Mama
Go
Mia
ahead.
didn't do it.
No,
Mia
but
X.
And
but she
where is she now?
but she was with but she well off, but she was doing.
She
She was
is.
with a group. She with a group. She was the first lady of the team.
Yeah, and
It
she
was
Yeah.
also
she was the
had
only
singles.
lady. She was pretty
She
much the only lady of the team.
she was,
We,
but she
we
also had singles out. She also produced her own album, right?
that did. No, that was all on the P.
It was all under P, but she was the artist. She was the main feature artist on it.
And they did. Well, she had features too, though. But
Yeah,
you know what I'm
absolutely,
saying. But you
absolutely.
know, it was
But my point is she didn't have to run out on stage with a bikini on or talk about a wop. Now she still talked about smashing dudes. Don't get me wrong, but it was a completely different fashion. What I'm talking about is like the motherfuckers that are trying to emulate Cardi B. It's easier for them to get to where they want to be because from what we see and what I can come like deduce it down to, she ain't got no fucking morals. It's okay for her to sell her ass.
I don't know.
She ain't got to talk about shit. She ain't got to talk about a motherfucking thing in her music. All she got to do is pull out a little tit, a little rump, and she on. She got it. Smash a couple of dudes in the back room, and she got it. And I'm not saying that's what she did. I'm simply saying for the politics aspect of it,
Hmm. So
I,
let's look at society today versus and like we talking about like the MC like the 80s. How the ladies was in the 80s versus 2022.
oh, cuz I can be on that all night. I don't know if we got enough time for that.
But I'm just saying, so the music is reaching out to the women or the culture or the women of today. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to how the music reached out to people back then. You know what I'm saying? Like it was.
Sure.
So that's I think that's where we are in society, pretty much.
Hmm.
And that, well, that's a yes and no, right? Because yeah, I agree that the music becomes a reflection of society, but I also think that the society is what feeds the music that we want to hear. So it's a mirror image from on both ends, right?
Mhm.
And as consumers, if we decide, and especially as a culture, that now we don't want you to represent us like this, we're not going to indulge or engage in the bullshit image that you're putting out because we're tired of being hypersexualized. We're tired of being looked at and viewed as nothing more than a piece of meat or some type of erotic fantasy. And we ain't gonna give you that platform like we used to do back in the late '80s and the early '90s. Then that shit have disappeared.
So do you think it's still a male driven industry?
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
So with a male driven industry, do you think women still have to present themselves in a certain way, aspect, or certain? It's still a male. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So
To
Absolutely.
get on, absolutely.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. And
that's that's what.
I don't think it's just the females that's doing it right at this point. Look at Young Thug. I think it's the males too. I mean, there's a video that's showing him watching gay porn, and if he's gay, more power to him. Got no problem with that,
Lil Nas
right?
X, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's what we getting to you on. It's like agenda nowadays on why things are being presented like they are. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Because
an agenda on.
we're consuming. That's what we're consuming. And if we stop consuming it, it won't be sold anymore. That's
Else
what I'm
Ninja
saying.
Weeks in the comment wilding, just so y'all know.
Easier said than done with like I say with like uh the LGBT community. The A lot of people got more rights nowadays. A lot of people are, you know what I'm saying, speaking out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and
And
I don't
you can't.
disagree with that. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I mean to cut you off, but
Mm-mm.
I also think that if that we still we're consumers of what we see, right? And the only reason why things continue to go down a specific path is because we're consuming it even more. And we're allowing that to be sold and we're allowing that to be told about the people that's doing it. So if you got a bunch of Cardi B's that's on stage talking about nothing but wops and flopping ass around, well then unfortunately we're going to be viewed, our women are going to be viewed as over sexualized things, although Cardi B does not claim to be black, right? If you got a bunch of women that's out there instead, like the old school MC Lights and Queen Latifahs, well, then that's what's going to be presented, and that's what people are going to begin to think and view you. And if we consume that, whatever we consume is what's going to be reciprocated all
Hmm.
day. Look at the news, the media. Look at what we see on TV. Look at UFC. Look at rest. Look at all this. It's nothing more. What we see on the screen is nothing more than a reflection of who we are as a society. And as soon as we decide that we don't want to consume specific things, it'll stop because we won't put our dollars into it.
I hear you, but I don't feel you.
This comment, Kiana, like that's this a perfect summary, you know? And now
Yeah,
we got a whole generation of young women that got this whole attitude of I'm not finna be a traditional wife, but I want a traditional man. I want this dude to provide and pray for every goddamn thing in the house, but I'm finna just be a boss bad bitch. No, heifer, that's not
but
how
that's what
life
I'm.
works.
But that's what I'm telling you, Jig. That's been society nowadays. Like it's a lot of women are independent, bro. It's a lot of, and not saying that that's, but it's a lot of, man. It's different than what it was when our parents was growing up. You
I'm
see what
not
I'm saying? You
disagreeing.
know what? I know
Yeah,
you agree with me on
yeah,
that, but
I agree with
the
it. But
like
again, there's a difference between being independent and being foolish.
I understand. It's
So
a lot more single mothers out here nowadays than it was back when we was growing up. It's a lot
Yeah,
of women out here doing what they have to do to solidify themselves. You know what I'm saying? To
and
get the bag, like they say. Get the
that's what
bag.
we gonna touch points on that during Black History Month when it comes down to holding our culture fucking responsible, because we don't want to be responsible for our own actions. It's easy to point to the white man, it's easy to point to the government, it's easy to point at history, but what we haven't done as a culture in a long, long time is taking accountability for our own actions that continue to drive us in a specific direction, and we don't have to.
Mm.
But that's gonna be for
I,
Black History.
I think this is a great comment right here.
Like
Some of the
who?
music they man, they still pay homage, but they are they solidified in who they are nowadays. They still like look at Meg the Stallion. You know what I'm saying? She when I heard everything she talk about, she still when I heard college graduate. She still I heard, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying? She doing great things. Like these women are not just out here, man. They I think they teaching the culture just like
They
Master. They teaching the culture just like Master P taught us back in the day how to. Master P taught us how to cook
I
dope.
know
You know what
that's
I'm saying? Back
right.
in the day. Master
Yeah,
P
I mean,
taught us how to cook dope back in the day. You know what I'm saying? How to gave you the straight recipe on look here, young man. Boom, 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 boom. And if you don't want to do this, boom, 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 boom. Master P gave you the game on back in the day. These ladies are just showing
now
different.
here,
Go ahead, go.
here, here is the point, the crux of that statement. While Master P's teaching us how to cook coke, this motherfucker's making millions off of records, and he ain't cooking coke no more. He ain't rocking nothing up.
Go.
He doing super soaker. He's doing millions of dollars. He's buying houses. He's buying property. He's a legit businessman. So what do I need to learn how to cook
But
crack from
wait
him
a
for?
minute. But how many years? By how many years did he teach us how to cook crack though?
I get that,
It
and
was
he
just it was
probably
just 1 year. That's what I'm saying. So you
it
can't
was.
knock these women for.
No, I'm not. I'm not knocking any woman for making their money. All I'm
I got
simply
you.
saying is I think it's easier in the music industry because sex sells, and they don't have to actually put forth a little more. Like you don't have to. They don't have to sound like a
But
like
here's
a
the
Jay
thing
Z.
too. So if sex sells so much, women like sex too. Pull out a
Agreed.
dangling, pull out a
Agreed.
chest,
Agreed.
turn around and show your back a whole doggone movie, a movie, music video.
You
Yeah.
nasty.
Do that
You
for me.
nasty.
I mean,
If
a
sex
perfect
selling,
example. A
do
perfect
that
example
for
of that
me.
is LL Cool J. He built his platform off of women.
Off sex.
Yeah.
Because he knew he could lick
Y'all
his
got
lips
one
20 times.
measly ass male rapper. Y'all gonna ever
But I'm just
pull
saying,
LL Cool J out your
I'm
ass?
just
Are
saying,
you
no
serious?
male rappers out here selling sex. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Oh
saying. That's
my
what I'm trying to get to
god.
G. No male rappers out here selling sex. So your argument, that's what I'm saying. Your argument is like Talib Kweli sells sex. What? No, never. Ain't no male rap out here selling sex. They sex by the women in their videos and
Yeah.
by
And but that's why I'm saying it's easier for women to do it because they've got that extra article that men don't have.
I mean, I see your point, but I don't think that technically makes it easier.
I
You know
don't
what
think it
I
makes sense.
mean? I don't. If anything, it makes it harder because they gotta sell their sex to motherfuckers. They have no absolute
Okay.
interest being sexy too. You know what I'm
Hy-
saying?
I got that.
Shit, they sex.
Hypothetically speaking. Hypothetically speaking, let's say it's 10 women in one house and there's one dude in that house, right? How
That
much
was
Maybe,
effort
stupid.
does he have to put forth to get attention from anybody in that house?
none. Cause like Wanda say, them chicks gonna be horny.
Right. Very similarly so in a male dominated environment, how much effort does a woman have to put forth to get the attention?
Way more. She gotta put way more. She gotta sell more. She has to sell more than that male or so you telling me a female doesn't have to sell more than the male artist to reach her quota or meet or you know what I'm saying? And the execs looking at it like this. You got You got a Drake and you got a Nicki Minaj. And we spoke about both of them. You got a Drake and a Nicki Minaj. You know Drake gonna sell more because the niggas gonna buy it because the females are buying it. Boy, you better stop that. Pac told us back in '94. You know what I'm saying? You buy females, buy the stuff the females like because that's what's gonna attract the females. If you buy
Thank you,
what
ladies. Y'all see what the hell
boy,
I'm saying. Thank you, ladies.
boy, Jig, I'm gonna
Thank
I
you,
leave it.
think
ladies.
I think one of the
It's a
points
totally,
one of the points that Drake and we way over time, but one
but
of the
it's a
points
totally
that
We
different
Drake
are.
market.
made in one of his songs is that he's in the studio all night, all day, all night, right? I'm not saying that Nicki ain't in the studio all day, all night, but Nicki can come in the studio, make a few
Nikki
songs.
got to take care of her kid.
But if she does
Drake's
a
baby
video,
mama is taking care of his kid.
if Nicki does a video for the song, it's going to pop a lot harder than Drake's will.
Nah,
I don't know. I don't even like light skinned dudes, but I be watching Drake videos.
Hey, family. On that note, we got it. What's up, Chris? Hey, my condolences, battle. I'm sorry to hear about your mom, man. You
all
caught us at the
condolences,
back end of it.
condolences.
That's we went over accidentally, but
We did go over. Sorry,
uh
y'all. Sorry for going over
yeah,
y'all
sorry
time.
for
We
holding on for y'all for
apologize.
so long. We uh we enjoyed ourselves though. We enjoyed ourselves. So thank y'all for watching. Just as a reminder, you can always
Thank
hit
you.
that cash app, you know.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Cash out,
Absolutely,
like
absolutely.
and
Thank y'all.
subscribe. We appreciate the love once again, always.
So on that note, Wanda, final thoughts.
Yes. We like sex too. Free the dick.
Okay, free the dick. Got you.
Yeah.
Dirt, you got anything?
I don't know. Love, peace, and chicken grease.
There it is. That's that old school saying. So final thoughts from our corner. Hey, we moving into
Alice, shut up.
we're moving into
Yes, it's a damn accident, bro.
another movement of life, and we are all at a point to where we can be accountable, and we should be accountable for our actions. We shouldn't be blaming everybody around us. We understand the circumstances and the consequences of our actions. So racism is in America. It's an American thing. But let's
It's a
not allow that to stop us. Let's keep
Let's
pushing
cut
forward
that
and
out of
being
our
better all
fabric,
day, every
please.
day, because we can still do that, regardless and in spite of. So
show love.
thank y'all for hanging out with his family. We definitely appreciate you. And
Are
the
they asking for
family.
after hours?
I gotta y'all can do after hours. I gotta work in the morning.
Oh
So
shoot. I gotta get up early too.
that'd be up
I
to
forgot.
y'all. That'd
No, I
be up
gotta
to
get up
y'all.
early. I gotta be up at 6 to ride with my mama.
Okay. All right. So maybe next week we might do
Next
some after
time, next
hours.
week, we will definitely do after hours.
We'll do
Next
after
week.
hours next week. Next week. So in the famous words of
Free
Russell
the
Simmons,
peen.
y'all silly. Y'all silly.
Free the peen. I
Thank you
gotta
for
get us
coming
some
out.
shirts made.
Thank you for coming out. God bless and good night.
Thanks for watching. Good night, guys.
Love y'all. They
Oh
crazy,
my
ain't they?
god, that was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Love you, cuz.
Love you. Oh yeah, got gymnastics tomorrow too. Yes.